Right. In the last class, we discussed about composite dealer, and we have discussed about purchase from unregistered dealers. So these are the two things which we have discussed in the last class. So in today's class, we'll discuss about exports. So you just tell me what is the general basic meaning of export. What is export? What is the basic meaning of export?
Transferring goods from one place to another.
What? Export in the sense we are supplying the goods to some other person. Okay, so that person stays at another country. Transfer of goods between the countries is considered as exports. So export in the sense we are selling or we are purchasing. What is the meaning of export? Purchase or sale?
Sale, sir.
Sale. Good. What is the meaning of import? Yeah, purchase.
Purchase.
So here in today's class I'll explain you about exports completely. So the continuation will be of imports. So you just go through with imports. If you have any doubts, ask me in the next class. Clear? Same procedure we have to follow. In the place of exports, we have to select import. That's it. Remaining everything is same. Okay. This will be an assignment for you. Export, I'll explain every topic. In the next class, you have to explain me about imports. Is it okay?
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
done. Now, we'll go with exports. Here we have different types of exports. One is exempted export, taxable export, exempt export under LUT bonds. Next we have deemed export. Exempt export. What is the meaning of exempt export? Tax is exempted for these exports. We have some exemptions. Even we transport those goods, we won't apply tax on those goods. Those are considered as exempt export. Okay. The name itself describes. Tax is exempted. Okay, na? Next one, taxable export. The name itself describes. If you export these kind of goods, tax must be imposed on the items or on the goods which we are exporting. Third one, exempt exports under LUT bond. LUT bond in the sense, some companies they'll take permission from income tax department to for exemptions, tax exemptions. So if you have any those kind of bonds, LUT bonds, then we'll have exemption from taxes. Clear? Fourth one is deemed export. Deemed export in the sense these exports will be done within the country. It's not from other countries. So what we have here is we'll manufacture the goods at one place and we'll transport those goods to some other place within the country. So this kind of transactions, this kind of transfer of goods is considered as deemed export. Okay. So how many types of exports we have? 4. Exempt export, taxable export, exempt export under LUT bonds, and deemed exports. So now we are going to see all these 4. First we'll see exempt exports through LUT bonds. Here exports of goods through LUT bonds are exempted from tax. This type of export is applicable when the exporter has signed up a letter of undertaking with the Department of Exporting Goods without paying duty. So they must carry a letter from Department of Exporting of Goods without paying duty. If they are permitted, then we have no need to pay the tax. Okay. So we'll have this transactions here. So Universal Traders exported HP printers to Quest Traders Malaysia under LUT bond. So we are exporting in the sense we are selling the goods. So this must be into sales voucher. So you have to select a company first. Universal Traders, accounts info, ledgers we have to create. What are the ledgers we have to create? Quest Traders. So we are selling the goods to Quest Traders. So they will be sundry debtors or creditors? Huh? Sundry debtor or creditor?
Sundry creditor,
Right.
sir.
We are doing sales. Already said, if it is purchase, he will be sundry creditor. If it is sales, he is sundry debtor. So he is from Malaysia, na? Yeah, Malaysia. So here we don't have any GST numbers. Next, what's the ledger we have to create? We have to create a sales export ledger under sales. Sales export under sales. GST is applicable. Set out all details. Yes. Here you have to select. Oh, not this. HP printers. HSN number 844320. Then 84433240. 84433240. Now here we have to select. What we have to select? Sales to, export LUT bond. So these are the four what we have discussed just now. Okay, na? Export exempt, export LUT bond, deemed export, and we have what? We have one more. Export exempted 1, 2, export taxable 3, deemed export 4. So now you have to select exports under LUT bond. Okay, clear? Next, it is goods. Next, what is the ledger we have? Directly we'll go to sales voucher. Are you getting the points? What is the invoice number we have? UT by 18 by 01. UT by 18 by 01. Party name Quest Traders. Sales export. Next, HP printer. How many we have sold? 6, 8200. So do we have tax here? Do we have tax? Hello? Do we have tax here or not? Hello? Hello? Do we have tax here or not? ట్యాక్స్ ఉంటుందా ఇక్కడ లేదా ఉండదా?
No, sir.
Here we have to modify kada. Sorry. Here 1/4/2021, 31/3/2022. Now it will come. UT by 18 by 01. Party name Quest Traders, sales export, HP printers 6 8200, GST details yes. Here we have to specify shipping billing number 123987, 123987, date 1/4/2021, port code, do we have any port code? We'll enter 1254. Okay na? And everyone have understood this topic. Exports under LUT bonds. Now where we can see this under GST reports, display, statutory report, GST are 1 or 2? Okay na? Tax liability, so it is exports invoices, you can see the detailed in description. Exports 49,200. Is it clear? Any doubts in this? By seeing the transaction we'll come to know what we have to do. See, based on this transaction what he did, Universal Traders exported HP printers to Quest Traders. In the sense, Universal Traders have sold the goods to Quest Traders. So we have to create this ledger. He will be sundry debtor. Next we have to create sales ledger. Okay. Next what we have, already we have this HP printer stock item which is already created. Go to sales voucher and enter the details as per the voucher. That is done. Next we can see that sales in GSTR 1. Next, export taxable, same, he is export to Nigeria, printers Sam Traders. Okay. Now accounting voucher, we have to go to purchases, sorry, sales second. Where is it? Already we are in sales. Okay. So what is the invoice number? Do we have any invoice number here? Invoice number ichada UT by 18/02. Okay. UT by 18/02. What is the name of the person? Sam Traders. So Alt C, Sam Traders, under sundry, debtor or creditor?
Debtor.
Yeah.
Sundry
Sundry
debtors.
debtor. Yes. So he is from which country? Nigeria. Yeah, Nigeria. So we don't have any GST numbers. So already we have created sales taxable ledger already there. So it is taxable, so you have to create IGST ledger, right? So what is that amount? HP printers, what is the quantity? 5 8,600. 5 8,600. What is this? Right. Shuffle. $8,600. So total 43,000. So previously what is that amount? 6,000, 8,200. Here he has included 8,600. Okay. Now we have to impose IGST, right? So I am creating ledger IGST. It comes under duties and taxes, GST, integrated tax. What is the percentage? 18%.
18%.
It is normal rounding. 0. Why it isn't came? We did a mistake somewhere. We did a mistake somewhere. It has to come automatically. Hey, we have who is that person? Sam Traders, na? Sam Traders. Not this. Accounts info, ledger, alter, Sam Traders. He is from Nigeria. It is correct. Next, sales export. Yes. Here you have to. Here you have to modify. Okay, we have to create one more ledger kada. We need to create one more ledger for exports. Okay. Create export taxable under sales. Yes, applicable. It is yes. Here we have to write HP printers. What is HSN number for HP printer? 84433 84433 It is export taxable. What is the tax? 18%. Now it will come. This is the mistake what we did. Previously we have written LUT bonds, so that's why it isn't come. Now go to sales voucher. Here you have UT by 02 antena 18 by 02 UT by 18 by 02. Party name Sam Traders. Next export taxable HP. We have to sell 8,400 600. How many items? Oh, 5 na. Okay, we have only 5. Okay. Enter. Now you have to go with IGST. Now the tax will come. Okay na? Is it clear? This is a tax analysis, detailed report. The tax amount is 18%, that is 7,740. Enter. All the details we have to enter here about export details. Done. Is it clear? Do you have any doubts in this? Taxable export. We'll have only one difference. Previously we have exemption, now you have tax. That is the difference between these two transactions. Next, sales voucher already done. This is about exports. Now we have imports in the same way. Import in the sense purchase. Am I right? By seeing the transaction, you just tell me what we have to do. We have to create one imports ledger under purchase group. We have to create who is that beam traders. He will be sundry debtor or creditor. Sundry debtor or creditor? We are doing purchases. So he'll be sundry. Answer.
Creditor.
Why you are thinking that much? Why you are taking that much of time?
Sir, I told 2 times.
You keep it in mute and you can say.
No, sir, I answered.
Okay. So first, what is the supplier invoice number? Do we have any numbers? Supplier invoice number అక్కడ ఇచ్చాడా? 1 2 3 అంట. ఓకే 1 2 3 డేట్ వచ్చేసింది. పార్టీ నేమ్, హూ ఇస్ ద పర్సన్? Beam Traders. So Alt C, Beam Traders, under sundry, creditor, bill wise details. Yes, I am going with 25 days. He is from Ireland. Next we have to create Alt C, purchase taxable, under purchases, it is applicable, GST details yes, undefined. Here you have to write HP printers, HSN number A4433240.
3324.
Now here you have to select import taxable. Okay na? Clear? See the transaction. Universal Traders imported taxable HP printers. So you have to select import taxable. See, depends on the situation, you have to select one among these things. Okay na? If it is interstate or intrastate. If it is interstate, we'll select this. If it is intrastate, we'll select this. Depends on the requirement. Okay. Next, what is the percentage? 18 ah? Yeah, 18. 18. It is goods. Next, what is that? HP. How many we have purchased? 12 for 7,700. Antena? So total 92,400. Now we have IGST kada? Okay na? Check it out the voucher. 16,632. Clear? So tax analysis, you can see here, this is a tax analysis. This is a detailed report, how much tax of 18%. Enter, yes, you have to enter all the details here. Enter. So this is the done. Next, where we can see this GSTR purchases, GSTR 2. Okay na? 92,400. So it is comes under import of goods. Clear? Depends on the transaction, that value will be displayed as per the transaction. Different types here we have. Is it okay? Clear? So here we have to remember one point. In this type of transactions, in this type of imports, what we have to do is read here. Imports can be defined the goods which are purchased from other country. It refers to all inward supplies of goods from another country. In case of imports, reverse charges are applicable. Reverse charges in the sense, actually the amount, the tax amount to be paid by the seller, but in the place of seller who are receiving that goods, he has to pay the tax. So that tax amount whatever we have 16,000 some change, we have to pay. Okay, so that is considered as reverse charges. Clear? Even we did the same when we are purchasing goods from unregistered dealers. Have you remember the point? When we are dealing with unregistered dealers, there also we did reverse charging. So here also we have to provide that reverse charge. So what we have to do, first of all we have to create one ledger. You have to go to journal and you have to create that purchase expenditures, where we have purchase expenses. This is the amount what we have to pay under indirect expenditures, and we have to set that amount to integrated tax, purchase expenses, and we have to pay that amount to that person from whom we have purchased. So directly I am going to journal voucher. Here Alt C, I am creating purchase expenses under indirect expenditure, okay. Where you have it is not applicable, so it is GST goods based on value, include the accessible value of the tax. So what is the tax amount? 16,632 to integrated tax IGST. Next you have to pay that amount to Beam Traders, from whom we have purchased. We purchased it from Beam Traders, I think so. Beam Traders, what is that amount we have to pay? 92,400 against difference from bank. Why it is okay. So that amount is 92,400 only. Go to payment voucher. To Beam Traders we have to pay 92,400 against difference here from bank. So we purchased and we paid only 92,400, and that tax amount whatever we have, that to be paid by us to the tax department. అందుకోసం అని చెప్పి ఇక్కడ we have written journal voucher to convert that purchase expenses, and we have to pay that amount to that department. Again we have to go with that 16,200, again the payment voucher. It is for integrated IGST, 16,632 credit bank. Yeah. So this is about the transactions. when we are importing, you just remember one point, when we are importing the tax amount to be paid by us. Why? Because we are purchasing the goods from some other person who stays outside of my country. So in this concept, reverse charge mechanism will be applicable as per the GST rules, okay, which is same as the person, from the person we have purchased who is not registered. So when we have deal with unregistered dealers, the same approach we have to follow even for import of goods from some other person, if it is even it is taxable. Okay, clear? So this is exempted goods.
సార్ మీ వాయిస్ వినిపించట్లేదు.
Hello, is it okay now? Hello,
ఇది ఇప్పుడు కూడా మంచిగా వెనక అని చెప్తున్నారు.
ఇప్పుడు 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 వెనక అనుకోలేదులే,
సార్ మీ వాయిస్ చాలా చిన్నగా వస్తుంది.
ఇప్పుడు కూడానా?
అవును సార్.
చిన్నగా వస్తుందంటే నేను ఆల్రెడీ సిస్టమ్ దగ్గరే ఉన్నా. ఒక్క నిమిషం. వాట్ అబౌట్, ఈజ్ ఇట్ ఓకే నౌ? హలో, ఓకేనా, పర్లేదా? యా. So next topic we have, see, we just see till here. Now these exempted goods we'll see in the next class. Okay, so just we'll go with the revision of today's session, what we have learned today. So today we have learned what is export and what is import and what are the types of exports we have. So how many exports we have? How many types of exports? We have 4 types of exports. They are, what are they? Exempt export, taxable export, exempt export under LUT bonds, and deemed export. First with tax, next without tax, third without tax under bond, fourth deemed export. 4. Exempt in the sense those goods will have some exemption from the tax. Second, taxable, these goods will have tax. Third, these goods will have some exemption then when we have a letter from the tax department. If you don't have any letter from the tax department, you don't have any exemption. Clear? If you have a proper letter from the export department, then only will give exemption from the tax for these goods. If you don't have any letter like that, you don't the tax exemption will not be applicable. Clear? Deemed exports in the sense, within this country, if you are exporting goods from one place to another place, that is considered as deemed export. So we have discussed today exports through LUT bonds, already we have seen. Taxable exports we have seen, and exempted, and we have seen import of goods also. 3 topics which we have discussed. In these 3, first we have to create sundry debtor ledger for 2. What are they? Sundry debtor exports. Okay, for exports we have to create sundry debtor ledger, and you have to create 2 ledgers, sales exempt one ledger and sales taxable another ledger. 2 types of ledgers. For first one we'll select exempt, export exempt. In the second we'll select export taxable. Okay na? I'll see you. This is first one. Enter, enter, enter. When we have created the sales export, so we have to see that ledger kada. Okay, accounts info, ledger, alter, sales export. Under sales it is yes, GST is applicable, alter GST details yes. Here you have to select export LUT bonds. If it is taxable, then we'll select export taxable. If it is LUT bond, we'll select this. If it is exempt, we'll select export exempt. So whenever we say export exempt, it is the next example what we are going to see. Export exempt, in this tax will not be there, so we have no need to pay any tax. Okay, that is the next one. In the same way, we have seen import. So where we have imports, no, imports will come in purchases, kada? Okay. It is about sales export. Next we have purchase export, where we have created purchase taxable. Yes. Under purchases applicable, it is yes. Here you have to select import taxable. This, if it is exports, we'll select export taxable. If it is imports, we'll select import taxable. The same list is available for exports and imports for both. Okay, na? And we have to select, depends on the situation, depends on the transactions. We have to select an appropriate nature of the transaction. Okay. If you didn't select a proper way, then you won't get the tax amount. Clear? So these are the things what you have in the today's class, and I'll tell you this exempted export will be homework for you. You just go through with that topics, you just read it, compare it with the previous topics, and if you got any doubts, I'll let you know. Whoever have installed Tally software, please practice just by seeing this book and try to practice it. Everything will come. It is easy when we are practicing. Okay, na? So next class we'll discuss about what we have, exempted goods. See, in this exempted, what are the ledgers we have to create? Stamps is a stock item we have to create, and Lotus Traders, we are exempted goods. Universal Traders purchased the following exempted goods from Lotus Traders. So he will be sundry creditor, and stock item is stamps. So it is exempted in the sense we don't have any tax. So tax is exempted. So GST number we have to create. He is from Hyderabad. So within the state. So it is intrastate, intrastate. Here we don't have any tax, so no need to create CGST and SGST ledgers. So under taxable we will say exempted. Previously we have selected taxable, now you have to select exempted under stock item creation. So we don't have any taxes here. Stamps primary, it is applicable, GST is applicable. Here we will write exempted. So when we are entering the transactions in the voucher, we don't have any tax. Here we don't have any tax. So direct amount whatever you have to pay this 30,600 to that particular person from whom we have purchased. Is it clear? These are the things you have to do. Direct examples he has given. Universal Traders sold goods. Previously purchased, it is sold. The same. Exempt. So even for this also we don't have any tax amount. Here also you have to select exempt. Previously we have selected purchase exempt. Now it is sales exempt. So that person will be sundry debtor. So this is the voucher under sales. Here also we don't have any tax amount. Why? Because even these goods are also exempted from the tax. Okay. So we left with cess. Cess is one topic, and we have advance receipts and payments. Okay, this is what we will see in the next class. Cess advances. In the previous semester we have discussed bill-wise details. There we have discussed advanced. Have you remember? Advanced reference.
Yes.
The same thing will come here also. When we are doing purchases and sales, and the tax amount is included in the advance or not, the tax amount is not yet included in the advance or not, all these are the things which we are going to discuss. So in this unit that will be the last topic, I think so. Advance receipts, sales. Previously we have for purchases. Cess and advances are the two topics which are left in this unit. So says we'll discuss in the next class. Is it done? You just tell me if you have any doubts. See, doubts will come when you practice, or else you won't get any doubts. Am I right? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Then when you start practice, sir, we don't have time to practice, sir, all day continuously. We have classes till 3 o'clock. Oh, no?
ఎస్ సార్
Yeah, I know all the answers. So even we can see mixed supply and composite supply also. So this unit is a bit big unit. It will take 3 days to finish. In 3 days, in the next 3 classes, we are going to finish unit 3. All in practical.
సార్ ఎగ్జామ్స్ గురించి చెప్తున్నారు ఏమన్నా
No idea, ma. Not yet decided.